Hello Cancer, welcome to your reading for mid-November. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm going to be pulling a simple past, present, future spread for you today, but I'm starting off with the RKO deck by Nick Pantock. Had this deck for a while, but I haven't used it for some reason. It is glorious. Oh, okay. Nice, I like it. Very Sagittarius season energy. We have the Wolf and we have the Wanderer. Beautiful cards. Now, the Wolf. The Wolf makes sure that you don't become estranged from your inner animalistic tendencies and nature. By acknowledging the Wolf, you're not giving up on your humanity, but you are accepting your core's origin. The Wolf gives you back your instincts and helps you resist the constraints placed upon you by polite society. The Wolf has no need to be taken into society's bosom. He hunts for vitality's sake. His wants and his needs aren't in contradiction. There is an authenticity here that is brewing within you, Cancer. There is a sense of you realizing that primal need and desire that we're all born with, understanding what those needs and desires are, and then functioning from a place of authenticity to achieve them. There is no pretending here, no pretense. Okay? With the Wanderer, again, this is for me very, very Sagittarius energy, and we are entering Sagittarius season. The Wanderer insists that I'm referring to the book, I don't want to tell you anything wrong. The Wanderer insists that you stop what you are doing, clear your head, breathe the cool air into your lungs, and feel the mossy rocks beneath your boots. Let him ferry you across the lake to a place without concrete, staleness, and boredom, where you can walk with the Romani on their ancient pathways. How beautiful is this energy? Absolutely love it. Once the Wanderer has accepted you, he will be your blood friend. But remember, he's not a person to be crossed or betrayed. Let go of your presumptions and see where the wind's brother will take you. There's freedom here. Oh goodness, I'm a Cancer Sun, which is why I'm feeling this reading so heavily. There's been constraints, not just put upon you by the polite society that we were talking about, but constraints that you may have put upon yourself based on the social constructs that you were born around, social constructs that were placed on your head. There is a sense of wanting to break free. This is a Uranian energy for me, and I am so glad it has shown up for you, Cancer, because you, being this ancient creature, the crab, right? You are an old soul. You value tradition. You value that metaphorical box that life puts us in. And that's not a bad thing, because that makes you grounded. It makes you centered. Okay? There's a reason you rule the 4th house, because the number 4 talks about things that are solid. Okay? The 4 seasons that never change. The 4 cardinal directions, north, south, east, west. The 4 walls of a home, of a house. It talks about concreteness, stability. But sometimes when we become so attuned to that concreteness and stability, we forget that we are animals at the end of the day. What helps you get out of the box? What helps you be free? What brings about that wanderlust in you? It doesn't have to be traveling. For some of you it is. I know for me it is. I know I become a completely different person when I'm traveling. It brings out this side of me that is truly wondrous. It's curious. It's Page of Wands energy. Ask yourself what that could be for you. What will help you break out of your shell? While stability and that concreteness in the 4 walls can be great, right? They make you feel secure. But are you truly embracing life? Are you truly giving yourself the permission to be curious and to roam and expand your horizons? When you're in front of a rock, right? You're right up against it. You're like, okay, that's my life. My life is this rock. It's this obstacle, so to speak. But when you take a step back, you see the bigger picture. You see the ways around that rock. And sometimes traveling does that. Reading does that. It opens up your mind. Put yourself out of your comfort zone, Cancer. I know that's really difficult, but I am a Cancer, and trust me, it is possible. Do something different. It could be as simple as when you wake up in the morning, if you sit on one edge of the couch, right, to sip your coffee, sit on the other. Bring about small changes in your life and see how your life transforms. All right, let's see. Recent past. Wow, the Knight of Swords has been showing up a lot. We have the Four of Cups with the Knight of Swords. Interesting. We don't have the Page of Wands, but we do have the Knight of Wands in the present. Seven of Cups. Neptunian energy. Head in the clouds. Let's see for the future. We have, wow, the Awakening card has shown up for 3 out of 4 signs so far. That's crazy. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Page of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Star with the 10 of Wands. Wow. You're overburdened. My God, you're overburdened, Cancer. You're like a computer going into overdrive. With the Four of Cups and the Knight of Swords, there could have been a conversation that came your way, some kind of communication. We do have the Eight of Wands as well, that made you feel like, I don't want this to be my life. I don't know what this was for you. The Knight of Swords is somebody who comes in to deliver a message, doesn't really care what the tone of voice is that they use. They just deliver it as a factual statement and they disappear. I don't know if this was you turning something down or it was somebody who turned your offer down. This could be anything. But there is a sense of disappointment here. Now, Mars is retrograding in Gemini, and I've been saying this to every single sign because we need to give this transit more credit than we are. Mars in Gemini is the sense of our speech being devoid of empathy, our speech being devoid of emotion. You do have an emotional card with a very factual and decisive card, right? We need to start injecting a little bit of empathy in our conversations so that they lead to something. Whatever this was for you, I feel like it left you a little apathetic. Let's get a Lenormand to see. Let's get a bridging card. We have Clover. I'm almost getting that you told yourself, is this my luck? Is this my destiny? Is this what I have to deal with for the rest of my life? That's what I'm getting here. I don't know why. Almost like you not realizing that you create your own reality. The Clover talks about luck, happiness, fate's gift, and expectation. It could indicate a casual relationship. It could indicate several different partners, fleeting encounters without obligations. But it could also suggest the possibility of a developing relationship. It is possible in the past you did not want to commit, okay, which is surprising to me for a Cancer. But it is still possible. And you wanted to go about your separate ways and you made that very clear. Or you did want to settle down. And whoever it is that you were dealing with, well, they had their head in the clouds. There were options. It's possible that you were made an option. Cancer. And with the Knight of Swords, it was almost like, no, that is not my life. You know what I mean? Anyway, with the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Cups, I'm getting pretty much the same energy kind of repeating itself. Whoever it is that you are dealing with, this could be a Knight of Wands. There's no gender in tarot. With the Seven of Cups as well, it's somebody who's confused. And somebody who in that confusion is confusing you as well. There is no decisiveness here. There's a sense of, oh, let's just go with the flow. You know, in one day, out the next. Leaving you questioning everything. You almost feel like your head is constantly in the clouds. You could be overthinking this. You could be daydreaming about this. You could be day nightmaring about this, as I like to say. The Knight of Wands is very in and out energy. It is someone who can be very charming, knows exactly what to say. But the Knight of Wands is also very good at breadcrumbing, Cancer. This confusion that you are feeling, I feel like it's not yours. You are mirroring somebody else's mind. Whip. Wow. All right, now the whip talks about quarrel and discord and punishment and conflict. And the whip is a card that can indicate lack of understanding. It could bring up the possibility of anxiety, mental torment, recurring problems, and it characterizes a very aggressive or even authoritative person. This lack of understanding could lead to resentment and anger. It could lead to a falling out. And this unreliability, I feel like for me, is literally the Tower card. Building on a foundation that doesn't even exist. In the present, whoever it is that you are dealing with, if they are not giving you the clarity that you need, Cancer, walk away. The universe has bigger things planned for you. With the Seven of Cups, I feel like you're looking at the intricacies of something in so much detail. You're literally like that person in front of that rock. You're like, this is my life, this confusion, this disillusionment, this breadcrumbing, this is my life. Not realizing what it is that you deserve. You will realize it once the sun enters Sagittarius. We are in Scorpio season, and that's what Scorpio does. It delves deeper. It brings about this sense of confusion because you're looking at everything in so much depth. Sagittarius looks at the bigger picture. What is the theme of your life? What it is that you want? What is it that you want? Mercury is entering Sagittarius on the 17th. Venus is entering Sagittarius on the 16th. While Venus and Mercury were in Scorpio, everything took on a very dark hue. I love Scorpios, okay, don't get me wrong. A very dark hue in terms of looking at the shadow of everything. I feel like we've been in this shadowy place for a while now, since Libra season began. But with Sagittarius season coming about, it's going to give you a brand new perspective. There's a reason Sagittarius rules the 9th house, okay? It is the house of philosophy, travel, ideas, beliefs, ideologies, self-worth even. Put yourself on the scale of life. Ask yourself, how much is your time, love, effort worth? Are you being paid enough for it? Are people putting in as much as you expect them to? Or are they just leaving you with your head in the clouds without any clarity? Some of you, this could even be related to work. With the whip, it's possible you have a very authoritative boss, very controlling boss who isn't giving you the freedom to truly express yourself and do what it is that you want to do with your life. And in love, it could be again a very authoritative person, and you're feeling like you're walking on breadcrumbs, not breadcrumbs, I'm sorry, on eggshells. Making a breakfast here. You feel like you're walking on eggshells around this person because you're afraid to say something wrong that's gonna like completely flip their narrative about you. Stop doing that. Stop functioning from a place of fear, Cancer. In the future, we have the awakening with the Three of Pentacles. Now, the awakening or the Judgment card talks about a realization or an aha moment that you have within yourself or someone has within themselves towards you. Okay? The Three of Pentacles could be a collaboration. It could be a partnership. In some rare cases, it could represent a third party. But let's get a Lenormand to see what this could be about. Ship. The Ship card does talk about a journey. It does talk about travel. It does talk about movement. It could be related to the Chariot card, which is your card in the tarot. But it does also talk about growth and opportunities. If you're here for career, okay, this is a beautiful opportunity for you to collaborate with somebody and bring about that inner motivation and desire to change your situation. Someone who inspires you to do that. Okay. Now, when it comes to love, it does show a favorable period and changes for the better. It can indicate temporary relations again as well. It could indicate a casual flirtation as well. I'm getting a whole lot of you've wanted for this to be permanent. And the minute you feel it is, some kind of realization comes about that makes you realize that this is fleeting. If we had got the anchor here, I'd be happy because that indicates permanence, stability, right? But I almost feel like that isn't coming about. I'm going to get one more. Dog. Loyalty. Make sure this is what you are striving for. Loyalty, trust, staying power. Because with the 9 of Wands right here, I feel like you're fighting a battle where you're fighting for land that you're not even sure is going to bear fruit. Does that make sense? With the 7 of Wands, I feel like you're constantly having to defend yourself, defend who it is that you are. With the Page of Cups, again, small offers. The pages are children of the tarot. It's immature energy, right? It's someone coming in with a tiny cup of love, with a tiny breadcrumb. Okay, here, Cancer, this is going to be enough to make you stay. Right? 8 of Wands, it talks about communication. And with the Star, I feel like you've had a wish. You've had a very, very strong wish regarding something. But almost with the 10 of Wands, carrying that wish has become a burden for you. And with the 9 of Swords, it's leading to a whole lot of anxiety. Oh my goodness. With the Death card, there is an end to something. And then with the Ace of Cups and the Moon and the 10 of Pentacles, a new beginning. Oh goodness. Okay. Whatever wants to die right now, Cancer, let it. I feel like you are literally fighting for a piece of land that is barren. It's not going to bear any fruit for you. You need to start picking your battles. You need to start fighting for something or someone who will be that eternal collaborator. Somebody who's going to be on your team for life. So you won't have to fight life's battles alone. And in order to do that, I think you need to set yourself free. You need to break these shackles, whatever this is with the whips. You need to break free from something, Cancer. You're not being able to show up as your most authentic self. That's for sure. Let it go. Let whatever this is go. If it's too difficult for you to hold on to it, let it go. If it's meant for you, it will transmute itself. I promise you. It will transmute itself and come to you correctly. If it doesn't, it didn't belong in your life anyway. Okay? I do see a new beginning, most definitely, but let's not wait for that because that's going to delay its arrival, right? Now we have Dream. We did have the Star and we have the Star again. Ask yourself what your dreams really are. What is it that you truly want from life? What kind of love are you looking for? Are you fighting for that love or are you just fighting for any love? You know what I mean? We have the letter H. This could be your initial. They could be the initial of someone you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. We have a broken heart. And I feel like this has caused a lot of disappointment, and rightly so. But let's not function from that place, right, Cancer? Because you are divinely protected with these angel wings. Whatever is happening for your highest good. We have a Pentacle, and that is talking about stability for me. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. But I feel like there needs to be more groundedness, there needs to be more permanence in whatever this is, so that you don't feel like you're constantly having to fight for this, having to prove yourself and your metal. Because it's, anyway, we have a snowflake which represents winter. So this could be transpiring now in the colder months. If you're, well, around a place where it snows, maybe sit in the snow for a bit. Don't fall sick, but notice snowflakes. Notice how different they are from each other. No snowflake is like another. Understand your uniqueness. Understand what makes you who you are, how you are different from the rest, and how you deserve a kind of love that will respect that uniqueness, that will treasure and appreciate that uniqueness, that is not going to make you an option or one of the many. That's what the snowflake is representing. You are not one of the many. You are unique within yourself. And find somebody who will celebrate that uniqueness. If not, to hell with it. Embrace the wolf, Cancer. I think that is very important for you this month. All right, that was it. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.